speaking of which, I finally saw Miller's Crossing, end to end, and I got to admit, John Turturro is unreal in that movie. God damn it, that was a good movie. All right.
There were a couple of those, like Miller's Crossing, Goodfellas, State of Grace, around
Look
the same
into
time.
your heart. Yeah. Is that Miller's Crossing?
I don't know.
Is that Miller's Crossing?
Which is the one with John Turturro?
That's Miller's Crossing.
That
He
is.
takes him out in the woods.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
I don't have much of a presence here in the lower California area. I don't have anything in San Diego. I got nothing going on in the greater LA area. And I usually don't plead with people to this level to come to my shows, but I am right now. All right? I'm like fucking, what's his face in that fucking Miller's Crossing. Look into your heart. Look into your heart. John Turturro. What a great fucking movie that is. I finally saw that one the other day.
Like, dude, this is how much I've been writing lately. Last night, my daughter was watching Home Alone.
Awesome.
And
how old is she?
7.
Great age for that.
Oh, yeah. Totally great age.
Loving it?
And Macaulay Culkin fucking killed it.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
He killed it. And how about Joe Pesci? What I love about the movie, like, he's going to curse. He's going to curse. He did. He could just... And then his physical... is so underrated. Like, he is as good as that as he has.
Thank you.
In good, like Home Alone and Goodfellas came out within like a fucking 2-year period.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Yes.
And Daniel Stern.
Daniel Stern is wild.
I miss that guy.
Me too.
And I said I miss that guy, and then I went on Instagram. Within 2 videos, Daniel Stern comes up because it's listening to you.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong. We'll be right back.
No, wait a second. What I was saying. So I'm watching Home Alone.
Yeah, sorry.
And aside from being like blown away, like the performances, the comedic stuff,
Yes.
and all of that, and how it's basically a live action cartoon, a lot of it,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the gags, and but in my head I went like, oh, I get this. It's fucking one location. This is cheap to shoot. And then I was just like, did I just fucking think that?
Wow.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it all takes place in the house.
It's fine. What
Yeah.
a added benefit that you now are looking. I mean, it's not taking away the enjoyment.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about that the whole time.
It definitely added to a bad stereotype about the leniency and the silliness of white people being parents. Like, I always loved this whole idea that, oh, yeah, you could just curse in front of your parents because you're a white kid. It's like, oh, could I? Is that what I could do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get a timeout. No. I don't know. We had a paddle. My dad had it from the fraternity days. My mother used to beat the shit out of us
With the
it.
fraternity paddle?
Yeah. Oh, but I remember it had like the 3 Greek letters on it. By the end, like only like the V, like one side of it was still left. I used to hide that fucking thing. I gotta go pick up my kids from school. So
You can just say you don't want to talk.
You guys want to hear a great LA story? I went out to an Italian restaurant the other day, right? And we're sitting up front near the bar, and it was too loud. And one of the guys I was eating with goes, "This is too loud. Let's try to get a table in the back." So they end up hooking us up with the table in the back. And as I'm going to walk, to the back, one of the guys there up the bar, he goes, "Yeah, go in the back. You can barely hear yourself think." And just the way he said it. I can't remember what he said, but he said something along those lines. Super Italian guy. And the way he said it and the fact that I was moving as I went past him, I felt like I was in that tracking scene in Goodfellas when they were showing all those characters, get the papers. Hey guy, I took care of that thing, right? It gave me like a shock the way he said it. So I said to one of the guys I was having dinner with, I said, "Hey, man," I go, "Jesus Christ, that guy just made me feel like I was in Goodfellas." Classic LA story. And why it's so amazing to live out here. He goes, "Do you know who that is?" And I said, "No." He goes, "That's the guy who played Johnny Roast Beef." I looked at him again. I was like, oh my God. It's Johnny Roast Beef.
And then Johnny Roast Beef, when he's just sitting there going like,
"It's in my mother's name."
and he just keeps going, I'm sorry.
He goes, "Jimmy,
I'm sorry." Like, he just was you had to whack that guy. The way he played him, he was just so stupid.
One of the greatest pieces of acting I've ever seen is when he's trying to explain away that pink Cadillac and he starts to stop and then he starts to talk and then he stops. And I talked to him about it for a second and he just laughed. He said, basically said, when a man as scary as Jimmy the Gent is yelling at you, he goes, "You don't say a word." Remember that? No, it's in my grandmother's name. What's the matter with me? What's the matter with me? You're going to get us all pinched, that's why. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Take it back. That look on his face. And he goes, and he just keeps going, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did I tell you? What did I tell? I love that scene. So, anyways, Vinny Testaverde.
What's your favorite all-time Scorsese movie if you had to, gun to your head?
Well, you'd have to take Goodfellas out of the mix because that's just like.
So you think Goodfellas is Jordan?
I mean, I'm going to live my life. I mean, that's one of the greatest comedies, greatest dramas, greatest stories. It's a perfect movie. It's perfect.
The greatest guy movie of all time. We watched it again, and it's just... I was watching it last night, and what I realized is it's just a bunch of scenes that, to me, as far as like a stand-up comic goes, it's the equivalent of an unbelievable closing joke, like a chunk of material, but it's every scene. Every scene is a closer. It's the greatest movie that's ever been made. You cannot, that's a perfect movie. And every time I watch it, I see something different. You know what was great? It was in the beginning of the movie when it's raining out, right? And a young Henry Hill is holding the umbrella, and that guy who gets mad at him for wasting 8 aprons, he's got the cigar in his mouth. The run that he does, the way he runs over to Paulie's house, and then he runs back over the phone, his run, and the unlit cigar in his mouth, it's just so perfect. It kills me. Masterpiece. So, we watched it so many times. I'm trying to, I got a couple of questions because everything in there means something. Scorsese, it means something. So I want to ask you guys a question. I came up with a theory. Do you know when they got Billy Batts in the trunk of the car, right? And they open it up and he's still alive, and they shoot him and stab him and all of that. You know, it's backlit and it's all red. And then again, when they go to dig him up, it's all red. Like, it's the whole sky. It isn't just the brake lights of the car. It's the whole sky. And my theory was the reason why it was red was because that move was what got Tommy whacked. And that was sort of the beginning of the end of their crew. You know what I mean? That's like a theory I have.
I tell you, people from Goodfellas and wrestlers dying is the saddest thing about growing old. It's just like your favorite movie. We got Paulie Walnuts on the wall here. We love him. I know. He went, Ray Liotta went, and Paul Sorvino. Did you read that thing where he was talking about how he was going to try to back out of the movie because he only played nice guys, and he didn't think that he could do, sort of that ominous thing that he did. And then one day he just kind of put the coat on, and he said he was thinking about the character, and he sort of looked up in the mirror, and he like scared himself, and he's like, all right, I got this.
Is Liotta?
No, Paul Sorvino. So, because Paul has a couple of, like, I love that moment where he goes, well, what do you want me to do, whack him? And the guy, hey, I don't think that'd be a bad idea. And he just gives him this look, and he's like, oh, I mean, and he's just like, oh my God, this guy's going to end up in a dumpster. Just this look that he gave him. And then also, like, I love when he's like, with the onions, when he's kind of looking down his nose and just like
the garlic.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just like one. Like, I feel like the Food Network should show that scene before every. It just makes you want to eat a great meal. It's just what I like. I just like how much Italians give a shit. Coming up German, Irish, where they just threw shit in a pot. It's just like airport level. But these guys, look at that face. It's an art. Yeah, no. And that's also, too, what's amazing about that movie is there's so many like little vignettes and little stories within the whole thing that, like, all of those script writing classes, like, everything that he did, it makes no sense, and then you watch it, and it's just amazing. How about Ray Liotta? How early that was in his career, and he got thrown in with those guys, and he totally hung with them, and they were like improv-ing and all of that. I got to work with him one time.
Really?
Yeah, he was cool as hell.
Whoa!
I remember I came in the makeup trailer, and he was just sitting there, and he was in like a suit, and I was just like, I didn't say anything to him. I was just like, wow. And then, we did the scene and everything, and then he was really like a warm guy. You wouldn't think, just because of the characters he played, but a really like nice guy.
The theory I have about, in the end, when Henry Hill is crying like a bitch in the end, by the end of the movie, I hate the character because he went out and did exactly what Paulie told him not to do, and then he gets caught, he rats everybody else, and he's get egg noodles and ketchup. Hey, dude, you should be in jail. You cunt. The end, when he's sitting there talking, when he just got done testifying, all of a sudden they cut to Tommy, and he just brings the gun up and he just starts shooting. It's Tommy from beyond the grave. because he ratted out Jimmy and Paulie, I think that's him coming back from the grave. Like, this is what I would have done to you, Henry. I would have whacked you. These are all just my theories. Joe DeRosa has a great theory where at some point Paulie is talking to Henry Hill, and he's making those sausages. He said there's an expression, the pigs are in the fire, which means shit has already been set in motion as he's sitting there telling him not to get involved with drugs. Like, that's the level, like, I'm trying to watch the movie at this point. Why did they cut to that old school clip of that guy singing? He's whistling like a bird. You know that part? Goodbye, Tootsie, goodbye. When they show that part. I was saying to Virgie last night, I go, why do you think he shows that clip? It's like, it means something. I'm trying to think of the era. I'm trying to think of the lyrics of the song. For the life of me, I don't have a theory. You talking about Goodfellas? I don't know.
Dude, Henry Hill was a piece of shit, dude. Sociopath. That's another thing, too, that maybe Goodfellas isn't my favorite, because I love that movie until he gets on drugs, and he's a baby about it. It's like you did exactly what he told you not to do, because if you did that, they were all going to die in jail, and then your dumbass went out and did it, and then to save your own hide, you put all your friends in jail. He should have killed him. No, and he saw that he was on drugs. Yeah. Get off of that shit. It's messing with your mind. Right there, that guy, if he's messing with it, he's going to be selling it.
I didn't want to get blood on the floor. Come on, you know it. Below the ocean. That's Donovan singing Atlantis. That was from the Billy Bats scene. When they start kicking the shit out of Billy Bats. Is there anything better than that camera angle when they're pointing up at Robert De Niro's character, Jimmy, kicking him? Ric Flair couldn't do fake kicks better than Robert De Niro, He's just sitting there kicking him. See, this was bad. Billy Bats was a made guy with some real greaseball shit. We did what we wanted. We were wise guys, right?
Goodfellas. By the way, rest in peace, Frank Vincent. The first big guy to go from Goodfellas, man. I mean, what an absolute legend. What an absolute legend. He was as amazing as an actor as his hair was. What a head of hair that guy had. Good Lord.
Favorite characters, other than the obvious, in each one of them. Like, I love, I always forget his name, the guy who played the owner of the club, where Pesci does the, how am I funny to you? The guy who owns that club.
I'll question your kid for 6 big ones. No, for 6. Oh, no, yeah. I said, I'm talking for 6 big ones here. Yeah, it's the most underrated performance in Goodfellas. I mean, I don't know what we're supposed to do. I mean, the guy's come down here, he's like, he's a damn shape, We got some hooers come in. You bust the joint out. Just smashes the bottle against his head.
Not for nothing. We're talking about 7 big ones here. Oh, dude, that guy's performance in that is so ridiculously good. No, that's that shit that that stuff. There's so much humor and like he has really dark shit in his movies, but definitely it's like I actually still to this day I think one of the greatest. Black comedy, dark comedy, whatever you call it, gallows humor is Goodfellas. Like the shit that they're doing, these guys were like sociopaths, and they were hilarious. You know what's underrated? Everybody who quotes that movie is when Ray Liotta, rest his soul, when Henry Hill stands up Karen for that second date. No, he really liked you, man. We should call him. Just completely not giving a shit. And then the way they played that scene when she comes up, like, who do
screaming
you think
at him,
you are? And like how all the guys are like laughing, like, oh shit, and blah blah. And you see him, he's kind of smiling, and like the way Ray Liotta played that, where you could see he's attracted by like her fire and her passion, and that she comes up and she doesn't take any shit, and all of a sudden he sees her in like this, like, and all of that. That's not in the dialogue. It's all like the look on his face. Yeah, man, it's a fucking masterpiece.